Hi, I'm Finn Schneider, and I will be talking about the daily life of a soldier during the Civil War. I'll also be talking about the sleeping quarters, as well as what type of food the soldiers ate, and what they did most of the time. I hope you enjoy.
Marching made up most of a Civil War soldier's day. A lot of the soldiers said it was useless, and I can see why. So, their meal consisted of about pork, coffee, and hardtack, usually all mixed together. Hardtack is basically water and flour and maybe salt, all mixed together into a flat, hard cookie type thing. Doesn't taste like a cookie. Um, some Usually this hardtack was left out in the rain, and it was left to spoil, or weevils would get inside of it, and they'd have to eat it with the weevils. A weevil is a small little bug, like a beetle, and the larvae are disgusting. So a hardtack is supposed to crack only if you hit it with the butt of a musket hard. So I'm gonna see how hard I'm gonna have to throw this on the ground. So soft, didn't break. Harder, didn't even break. Hard, that chipped. Didn't even crack. No, last one. Yeah. It didn't really break at all. So, soldiers were supposed to eat this, and some tried to turn it into pancakes. So, you can tear it, can't throw it, and it tastes really bad. And so, I wouldn't recommend eating this. Sleeping arrangements in the Civil War camp were close to uncomfortable. This is a wedge tent, the size of a wedge tent. It's a 7 by 7 by 7 foot wedge type shape, and it can hold about 5 to 6 men tightly close together. This was not meant for comfortableness. As you can see, this tent shape is pretty small, and so rolling around on it and just seeing how many people are in it, I can go about 4 times rolling on it. Now this fits 6 big men or small men, so they would have to lie on their sides just to get comfortable and to squeeze in, sardine themselves in. At the end of the day, the soldiers would come home and collect their rations, at which they build campfires to keep warm through the night. When the fires would die down, the soldiers would use unnecessary furniture to keep the fire going throughout the long night. Goodbye, homework. For leisure time, soldiers would play poker and dominoes, but most would actually be writing letters to their loved ones. With the increase in the postal service, soon soldiers were able to get messages back faster, and they were able to receive food, clothing, etc. through the mail in less time than it had been before. Your move. Shoot.
At the end of a long day, the soldiers would come back to camp, collect their rations, and build a campfire to stay warm for the night. They'd find themselves oftentimes in dire straits and with no firewood. What would they do? They'd use unnecessary furniture for firewood.